So this is death and taxes.
There's a reminder for Mr. Fry.
Thank you, Google. I swear. Just came out today, and I give it a shot. Looked like it was fun when people were running demos all over the place. So, see how I do.
Excuse me, sir.
Apparently doesn't like being interrupted while he's in line. Fair, most people don't. I already have that open. Oh god, did I break the game? Oh, okay. Alrighty. How shall I make me look? Well, let's just go with being basic, I guess.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken.
Thank you. Turn that on. Come on. There, nice.
What a
Oh god, that was odd.
momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... hang on. Spawn number 1-6.
Oh, I'm only 16th person to play this, apparently. Since it came out. I think that's what it means. Could be completely
fate.
random.
I am the keeper of world order.
Inquisitive.
Straight to the point? Great. You are in my office, here to work as a Grim Reaper. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region.
Nice.
I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff.
Alright, alright.
As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear?
Will I get paid for this?
Most certainly. The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy.
Ooh. Money.
Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all.
Oh no.
Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total even if the primary task is executed correctly. Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying. They always teeter on the precipice. creating endless chaos. We keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
I was born
Yes,
to
you
do
were.
this.
Literally. I will now show you your workplace.
Ooh. Okay, this is working.
One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed.
Ooh, ominous.
1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
Just checking. Okay, so that should be moved down just because volume reasons. So I can't really turn it up anymore. So this is here because of streamer mode, but it's quiet, so I'm just going to put you in the drawer for now. Team of ragtag oil drillers sent to outer space to counter imminent asteroid impact threat. Are we seeing the start of an apocalypse, or is it just climate change? Here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situations within your domain. I'm granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules and requests as of today. Quota for the day: 1 human has to die. Send me the files about facts after you've made your decision. Good luck on your first day. Fate. So from what I understand, a lot of this stuff has to do with what's going on in the world. So like this guy is a drilling expert. They mentioned the drilling team. Bruno is an infamously gruff drilling expert who has been working on deep-sea oil rigs for countless years. They have a tense relationship with their daughter and have lately been attempting to reconnect and make things work. Yaruto is a former world champion swimmer who now coaches aspiring new swimmers. Although they hoped their teenage offspring would take more interest in swimming, the youth is lately increasingly interested in theater production. Well, unfortunately for you, you're not important to the things going on in the world. The choice is final. Confirm. Yes, don't ask again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I screwed up. I'm just gonna restart. I should have left it unchecked. Oops. Mistakes were made. Why don't I have it in here? Oh, God. Why I passed it? No, I didn't. What on earth? Why is it being difficult? Oh, well, this fixed. My bad for being an idiot. And now we just wait for it to reload. Yeah, we're just gonna start fresh, because I did it all. Skip intro.
Fine. What
I'm number 82.
I am Fate.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
A polite Grim Reaper for a change. This is a good start. Welcome to your new job. I
Did
know
all
what,
this.
as
Moving
it
on.
is your first day, try delightful. Remember,
Oh, I didn't
the
ask about
fate
being
of the
paid.
world.
Oops.
We keep you. Yes, you were. One more thing.
Got
1
it.
week
Great.
to show us what you are
Already
made
did all
of.
that nonsense. Let's
Reaper.
move back to where I screwed everything up. It's okay, because it's different scenarios this time. We go over this. Again, one person have to die. Office worker. Jack Cujo. Jack has lived a great and kind life. They've been working in local Beats and Brothers consultancy firm for 7 years, ever since graduating college. Recently, they've been looking for a way to turn their life around in order to stop being an office drone. Jill Van den Sanden. Oh, got too many people around where I work that have that kind of last name. It's ridiculous. Jill focuses on researching red dwarves and the possibility of finding habitable planets in their systems. As a lifelong science fiction fan, they were sad but accepting of their children dressing up as bow-wielding fair folk from a fantastical novel. So, aspirations, man. This guy definitely looks like he might have a better impact on the world. Yes. What on earth? What is all this? Ooh. So this
What
is a
ho,
shop.
customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. As ye may guess, I am Mortimer. The Mortimer. The one you may have heard of. The famous, nay, infamous Quartermaster. Aye, 'tis me, terror of the waves. I may have grown most humble with age, but tales of my thunderous exploits will live forever.
Can I buy
Aye,
something?
ye are visiting me ultimate dream, the Emporium. Browse at your will.
Alrighty. So, can't do anything yet because I haven't earned any money. And all the other rooms are blocked off except for the boss's office.
Oh, the new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
Really good.
Great. We are counting on your dedication. You do important work, after all.
Right.
Remember, lives are on the line.
Literally.
I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
The best. There were only 2 options.
Indeed. I am glad you are paying attention. In the future, I may require you to make more difficult choices.
Oh no.
Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of cosmos. Questions?
Nope. Ready for
Keep
anything.
your eye on the letter for future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Alrighty. I guess go back to my personal quarters? Alright. Still just the shop. So yeah, just the shop for now. Interesting. Ooh. Stealing food that was left in the office fridge, a crime most heinous? Murder-suicide note reads, I was wronged in the worst possible way. Or in the worst way possible. Window shopping for planets. Could this planet be our future home? Hope you found your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you will be okay. I am handing you another simple task. But for today, one human with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Business as usual. Fate. Construction overseer, aspiring architect, Natsume Okazaki. Construction. It's the lifeblood of any advanced civilization. High-rises strewn across the horizon. Truly a glorious sight. But we can do better. That's what Natsume thinks, at least. Lately, they've started researching more ecologically sound architecture. What some might call arcologies. Alrighty. A crime scene investigator, Mary Ann Seafelt. Mary Ann makes grievous puns on crime scenes constantly, while making the puns they usually also slowly remove their sunglasses. This behavior doesn't hinder their professional abilities at all, though often they actually find the biggest clues mid-pun. Nice. Okay. Mechanical engineer Alexandra O'Malley. Alexandra has recently made a big career change, shifting from baking pizzas to a local Pecluzzi's to robotics engineering. Their dream is to make a waffle-destroying robot. Alexandra is deathly afraid of waffles. Well, unfortunately for you, you have an engineering background. So you die. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Done. Nope, nope. I keep forgetting it's backwards. Down to go up and up to go down.
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
Great!
It gladdens me to hear that. So, did you follow the rules properly?
Sure did.
Great. Yes, everything looks to be in order. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
Sounds great.
Great indeed. We could use more spawns with your attitude. Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
Alrighty. Aw, kitty. A new day dawns. You ought to know the drill by now, but just in case, here's another simple one. No special requests today. Try to follow the rules and choose the appropriate profiles. Then send them to me by fax. Quote for the day, 2 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. Fate. Local woman chokes on a waffle and dies. Oh no. The Parliament to discuss waffle ban. Famous investigator comes out with a pun so horrendous suspect actually gets a heart attack. Arcology is still science fiction, a dream of the future, but we may be getting closer with each passing day. Alright. Leo has been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumors that Leo has taken many bribes from a number of realtor agencies. Politics. Columba Hunter. Columba is a distinguished war veteran, these days working as a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. They're happily married and have 5 children. As a hobby, Columba is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. You get to live, because you're probably flying a plane. Axe Thrower. Mikasa Iwakami. Mikasa has never been particularly sporty, but is gaining fame in the axe throwing community. Their talent for the sport was discovered in rather unfortunate circumstances when they threw an axe at a sheep thief 20 meters away, and it hit. They got out of juvie only a few years ago. Maybe. Dakota Michelson, telemarketer. Dakota is a marketing genius who can sell barbecue ribs to a vegan. Their exceptional talent landed them a job as a telemarketer where they have single-handedly increased profits by 200%. They're especially appealing to senior citizens. Telemarketers. So you die. Shizuka Arai. Truck driver. Long-distance trucking can be really boring, or frustrating, or meditative. It gives plenty of time to contemplate issues or listen to audiobooks and podcasts. At least that's what Shizuka uses the time for. Their aspiration is to one day not drive trucks across the land. Okay, you know what? You can live. You can live. And you can die.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
Awesome. Balancing the world, getting things
Excellent.
done.
That is what I hoped to hear. As you may imagine, it is important to keep morale up in our line of work. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Lady Poddington. Okay, Grim, about your payment, which I may have forgotten about earlier.
Yes, sweet, sweet cash.
Do not spend it all in one place, even though we only have one place to spend it at. Worry not, you will be getting back pay for the missing days.
Awesome.
The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy. Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all. Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total, even if the primary task is executed correctly. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Woo!
Prepare for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising. Avast! This tale is beyond reproach. We were sailing the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the wild wakes. 'Twas power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing. Smokes are deadly, ye know. A curse fouler than any I ever met. Not in me wildest dreams could I rob so many lives. 'Tis
This one, I just
gazed
kind of want to hear all the lore.
down the length of an infinite tobacco stick, inching ever closer to the end. An ancient shaman gifted me this pack after I rescued their child from the rabid coyotes. Guess they weren't pleased with me good deed. Assume this visage and forever be reminded of the mortality of all.
Alright. All survived a plane crash. Yep. Due to skillful efforts of pilot. Local politician dies after getting hit with the car. Police have not yet ruled out a deliberate hit. Wouldn't be surprised. Telemarketing company bankrupt after death of key marketer. Yes. I mean, oh, that's so sad. Troubling trend of construction flaws being hidden on the rise. Uh-oh. That's not good. Have you looked outside today? It rains. It has been raining for hours, appropriate to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here's some rules for you. 3 humans have to die. Another day, another death. Fate. Juniper Gull, rally driver. Ain't nothing better than passing that pedal to the metal, feel the torque ramp up, blast over a dirt road. Juniper lives for the excitement, the rush of adrenaline, which is surprising, as when not behind the wheel, Juniper is very calm and cool, always keeping their emotions in check. Alrighty. Pietro Cosimo Alil. Soldier. Pietro comes from a family of soldiers going back several generations. As such, they felt they had little choice but to follow the same path and enlist. They are now returning from their second tour at Ferdin, although they're really not into this whole military thing at all. Grim, I'm watching you. You should mark this profile to live. Fate. Good thing I'm paying attention. Ishwarya Sinclair. Social worker. Has been working at the local refugee community, helping them get settled and figure out the particulars of the bureaucracy of Cosmopolis City. In their free time, they enjoy lengthy swims. They plan to write a series of novels about the labyrinthian nature of bureaucracy. Oof. Wilton Singh, Logistics Coordinator. Wilton is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname is the work is Smooth Operator. They also apply these skills to managing 2 separate secret families. What? Krista Sind, Real Estate Agent. Krista has worked in real estate for 20 years. Got an nice house, they'll sell it. Got a crooked house, they'll sell that too. Even fetching a high price. Some deficiencies must be concealed, of course, but money is money, right? Alright, so I got one already on the live file. And 3 of the 4. So who gets to live? The people who are actually kind of useful, I guess. We'll go with you. So everyone else, unfortunately, you get to die. Sucks to be you guys. Okay, you need to stop this. Oh, I need the mirror to make that even work. Okay.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work.
Thank you.
You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance.
I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper. If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position.
Ooh.
Imagine the possibilities. Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Good night, boss. Woo, money.
What ho! How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today?
Yep.
Oh, 'tis wondrous marvel. Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse. Plundered the lot of it, even the mirrors. Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered it in all gold, too, course. I, a proper beauty.
Yep, can't get anything else. Go to the mirror now, so I can change my appearance whenever I feel like it. That certainly gives you a lot of extra nonsense. End of the day. It is day whatever this one is. Like the job. Oh, I only got one extra. What do I do with it? Does it just sit here? Just leave a pile of money lying around? I don't understand. Whatever. Alright. Dozens of jobs lost after catastrophic cargo mismanagement. What? These two had no idea. Oh, oops. Logistics guy. These two had no idea they were married to the same person until this funeral dispute. Ex-soldier soon to release a tell-all semi-autobiographical novel about their experiences at Ferrodom. Real estate legend Christus Sind crushed after house collapses during a sale. Client managed to escape. Accident at the Intercontinental Rally Challenge claims life of rally driver and their navigator. Microscale steam mechanics could unlock access to a brand new dimension and possibly destroy the world. Uh-oh. Good. You're paying attention after all. We cannot allow workers to... Alright. Cannot allow workers to doze off or become complacent, else mistakes may sneak into the workflow pipeline. Code for the day, 2 humans have to die, sparing humans with a science background. I hope you're enjoying the routine. Alright. Sayori Shimura, age 38, project manager, manages a big software development project at Glamazon. Although they have zero idea how software development works, their uncle, the CEO, sees a bright future ahead of them. Okay. You don't have to live. Programmer. Itoro started out playing competitive games they loved, leaving them in themselves. Okay, you need to stop. That's getting super obnoxious. Quiet. Believing in themselves when no one else did, they kept getting better, but life kept getting more difficult. Itoro had a really good shot at making it until they got involved in esports doping scandal. You're perfectly fine today. It began as a constant stargazing as a child turned into a career in astronomy. Zara's main goal is to find asteroids that could potentially hit the planet and alert the asteroid destroyer unit in the military. Well, that's science. So you live. Field researcher in geology, Hayden B. Blackburn. Hayden is a geologist who is adamant in the belief that microscale steam mechanics are totally doable. They dream of creating a microscale model steam train by using the soon-to-be available technology. You know, I mean, science. Inmate. AG is currently incarcerated at the local jail for producing hard drugs at the organic synthesis lab they had access to as a chemistry student. They still dream of finishing their degree program after getting out of jail. EUG now wishes to be a diplomat as they are constantly negotiating gang deals in jail and surviving. Science. Statistician. Stefan Asprey. Lives and breathes statistics. They work as a statistical consultant at several companies and give lectures at the university. Every time they get drunk, they start ranting about the misuse of p-values. I mean, I don't see why you'd have to die. You know what? Sure, you can live. This guy's useless, and, well... Not useless per se, but, I mean, Yeah, let's go. Let's do it! What? Why are you...
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock? Hello?
Hello. Kind of you to finally answer.
What?
We are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo. We are nothing. A despicable failure. We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray, if only you learn to listen. We are death. How does it feel? Not a cloud in the sky. Have you forgotten what happened? Be seeing you, Reaver. It's a grim world out there.
Okay, now I'm actually really curious about what the lore is behind all this stuff. Like, what the f was that?
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order.
You know it.
Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices? Ah, I told you one would get used to it. At least, I hope I told you.
One of the
Corporate
things is really
motivation
fit with
and
the
all
way I've
that.
been playing so far, but whatever.
But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
I'm not sure.
Ah, the question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen what the tradition has wrought. This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans, do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you make?
Can't worry too much
It
about
gladdens
this.
me to hear you do not bother yourself with unnecessary
I think
concerns.
this is what has to be done.
The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing.
Certainly hope so.
Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
Why don't the profiles refer
An
to them
astute
as the
observation. You see, Grim, our office does not operate on information about biological backgrounds or genetic composition.
vague? No gender information.
Minimal. Everyone you assess is simply human, after all, excluding any monumental error in normal procedure. The bottom line is that the humans end up on your desk and that you must follow the rules. Anything else?
I mean, I actually know the answer to all these.
Ah, the children. They are a special case, for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself. Anything else? Absolutely. All living beings have to be processed after the end. No escape. Even plants. Yes, there is a department for plants. Do not ask about the plant department. Anything else? Oh, not at all. I am, quite so. Come now, do not worry about it. All is in order. Just a bit over your pay grade.
Alrighty.
Anything else? Right, it has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
To the store.
Have ye seen such deals before? 'Tis ye who plunders me.
I don't know enough of that. Or that. Boo the gerbil. You know what? Yeah. why not?
Lord blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself. A lifeless, adorable thing. Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it.
Alright. Probably, you know, like a stress ball, basically. Oop. End the day. And back to work. Huge amounts of MMMA. Ma. Just came out of nowhere. What? Homelessness is a moral nightmare and a failure of society. Big asteroid alert. It's coming right for us. Alrighty. Seem to be at the precipice of dark times. I may have warned you that this job can have some harsh moments. Today is that day. Quota for today. Total of 6 humans have to die. At least 3 humans aged 35 or younger have to die. Spare humans with a medical background. This is very serious. Fate. Okay, so in the demo they didn't specify an age range. This said younger humans. So at the very least this is giving you a bit more of an idea. Merrick is getting old, but they've had a big hand in keeping the city council stable. Although a little too resistant to change, they know how to keep people at peace and resist the influence of political fringe groups. Mayor Merrick Sparks, age 66. Anson Sin, age 22, sinner. Ha 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 ha. Anson loves to sin and is committed to performing all 4 deadly sins daily. There are 7. There are 7 deadly sins. You suck. They live in a cave outside the city, avoiding law enforcement. You die. You can't even get... Oh my god. Ronnie War, art history student, age 25, an avid reader and a student of art history, comes from a rough background. He grew up in a very poor neighborhood, yet the local community pooled their meager funds to help Parvani's ascent to a higher education. See you over here in that pile. Student. Johan is doing okay in school, and they've even gained a couple of good friends, one of whom they have a crush on. Their parents are about to leave town, which means it's about time to throw a huge party. Johann Zeiss. Tomo Hikita, 31, astronaut. Inspired by playing Space Intruder a lot as a kid, Tomo decided to join the Earth Defense Unit as an astronaut. A dangerous asteroid has been located for the first time after the training, and they must now land on its surface and blow it up. Michael is a lover of pizza, especially those with pineapple toppings, as it should be. Ew. They attempted to become a millionaire by age 30, but ended up homeless instead. Still, they did not lose their love for writing poems. No. Zola Orji Omiata, age 40, pediatrician. Zola specializes in child abuse, pediatrics, and is able to determine signs of abuse from very subtle signs. They've had a key role in saving countless children from dangerous environments. You get to live. Because medicine. Archibald Haugen, 19, intern. Archibald thought their dream had come true after they landed an internship at a major publishing company. Turns out they select both their job and their sometimes mean, sometimes indifferent boss. They now pass their time at work playing pranks on their supervisor. So I need to pick 5 more humans to die. So one of these people gets to live. You're not going to be very big use. You're not going to be very big use in society. You or you. One of these two get to live. Sorry, guys. asteroid. Yep. Pineapple hater. I don't hate pineapple game. I just don't like cooked pineapples. Sorry.
Ah, Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark times. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day?
There's a lot to
Good,
do,
good.
but I worked it all out.
We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
No, not really, but...
Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Hmm? Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Good night, boss man. Only 200. What? Did I screw something up somehow?
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
What? Ears of the beast. Curious what you do.
Used to belong to the ruthless Corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one, sage and king and beggar alike, and let Lady Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day, the rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then me crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of Telenor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
So it was useless? Okay. So it's just an easy way to determine whether or not I kill or let them live. Thousands suffocate in sleep after gruesome toxic spill slaves waste to community. Authorities investigate corruption at Carrier Corp due to worst industrial catastrophe in history. More victims found. Toxic spill claims the life of another homeless person. Bowl Earthers came to the power after mayor's death. Geography is school curriculum to be changed. New mayor says. Big asteroid successfully blown up. Astronauts return unscathed. Good. Body of a suspected sinner found in a cave, crushed under a pile of loot. AI breakthrough imminent, promises founder of Trans Global Inc. Okay, see if we can clean up the mess from yesterday. That might give you just the boost you need. Do not forget, you may leave troubles behind, but new ones always lie ahead. But for the day, 2 humans have to die. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Keep vigilant. Fate. Blaze Masterson, helicopter pilot. Works as the Prime Minister's personal helicopter pilot. They love flying so much they fly around all day, even when their employer doesn't need to go anywhere. All the money for fuel is taken from taxpayer funds. Dick. Mobster Don Fierno. Don Fierno tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films without realizing those stories are made up by authors who had no connection to or understanding of organized crime. Soon they'll realize there are no honor codes and family bonds. Crime is just crime. Rosalind Potter, gardener. Rosalind's favorite plant is the common grass, which they plant everywhere they work. No flowers, no trees, no bushes, only grass as far as the eye can see. The lack of biodiversity in these gardens is seriously affecting local bee populations. You're a problem. Like an actual problem. Healer Izzy Gomez, activist. Believes that anyone not carrying a gun in any area is practically naked and openly begging to get assaulted. Any politician daring to implement a stricter gun policy starts getting death threats from Pilar, which has greatly reduced the number of regulations. David Garver, 34, IT architect, AI researcher. David is the founder of Trans Global Inc., a company that produces high-tech gadgets like smartwatches and digital home assistants. For the past 5 years, David has been the foremost proponent of algorithms and artificial intelligence research. Daya paints nudes and nudes only. For some reason, these paintings don't sell very well, and they've been playing around with the idea of pivoting into a life of sin after being inspired by the heroic death of prominent sinner Anson. Really, people? Right, just two, yeah. Achievement, this is fine. That's fine. What? What does that achievement mean? Drop a single world parameter value at least 2 levels in one day. What? World parameter value? What on earth? What are those? Oh god. This game is far more complicated than I thought it was. That's awesome. I'm guessing there's a way to find out what the world parameter value is later.
That wasn't so good, was it? It's okay. We can figure it out, make it work. Crisp and clear like the azure pond at the forest glade.
Yeah, I can do this.
You were born for this. That's what fate keeps telling you, ain't it? It's like a surge in your spine, a faint echo of a perfect chord. It's very close, Grand Reaper. Be seeing you.
Okay, I really want to know what that's all about.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
I think I managed to follow the rules.
Interesting. Yes. Your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct.
Okay.
I see the required profiles are all here.
Yes, they are.
Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started.
Wait, I want to
Yes.
ask about today.
What about today?
Did I
Oh,
make a difference?
absolutely.
Did I help?
Things are already looking up. Do not worry about it. Fixing the world is a slow process. So, keep at it. As long as you follow the rules, it will all get better. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say... Your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty.
Nice.
So much so that the office
Make
has
it
deemed
rain.
you fit for a raise.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you.
do not thank me, Grim. We are just getting started.
Ominous.
Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation.
Woohoo!
Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow.
Piece of cake.
Careful, Grim. That is exactly the kind of hubris that will lead to a downfall. As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed.
Woohoo!
That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Ah, sweet rays.
Need ye cures for ailments or a trinket to ward off a curse?
Ooh, fidget spinner. Okay, well, I don't have that kind of money, don't have that kind of money, don't have that kind of money. Alright. Never mind then. Seriously, why do I just have money lying around in the office that I can't do anything with? Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break here. And, shouldn't be too long, be back soon. And then we'll get back to it. Having a lot of fun so far. Pretty good game. Alright, break time.